Well, it was a night to remember here at Veterans Field, joined by Kerry Crowley and James Nahikian. I'm Sam Hyman. The Braves winners 5-0 over the Chatham Anglers. The story, Ryan Kellogg. He nearly gets a no-hitter. It took one out, and finally the Chatham Anglers were able to get one hit across. It went right off of his glove, Kerry. Just a tough way to go out, but still, very good job.
The most memorable pitching performance I've ever seen in person in my entire life, Sam. Ryan Kellogg in his final start as a Bourne Brave. He spent 2 seasons up here in Bourne after his first 2 years at Arizona State, and the people in Bourne love him and will always remember him for his gritty start. There's a reason we say win day when Ryan Kellogg pitches, and he proved that tonight. 8 2/3 innings of no-hit ball. It's a shame things couldn't go his way at the very end, but nevertheless, 11 strikeouts. One of the best performances we'll ever see.
It was one of the best performances in James. He was 15 up, 15 down to start this ball game, had a walk which erased the possible perfect game, and he had 11 strikeouts in this ballgame, so not something he normally does, strike out guys out on a consistent basis. Tonight he just had electric stuff.
Well, Ryan had everything tonight. His changeup was acting like basically another curveball. It was dropping out as soon as it got to the plate. He was throwing his curveball, a pitch that he doesn't throw all the time, but he had working here tonight. The fastball was electric. That sliding cut pitch that he had was moving all over the place, and unbelievable outing. And Kerry, you mentioned Ryan's last outing here on the Cape, and I think that just shows you the kind of pitcher he is. Knowing it's his last start, could have come in here and not thought too much of it, but he had his A game going. He wanted to pitch well, knowing how much Bourne has meant to him in his career this summer and last summer as well, being a Cape League All-Star. Phenomenal night here in Chatham. It really is a shame that he didn't get the no-hitter, because man, he deserved it. And just, looking off his glove, and it was just incredible to be here.
It was tough, but Kellogg does go out with a bang in his final Cape League start. It's so hard to focus on how the Bourne Braves actually scored their runs, but Xander Wheel had a grand slam over the left field fence. Kerry, you could almost forget about that one because the Braves still would have won the game on an RBI single from Blake Davey, but Wheel provided the offense, and it was much needed.
Well, and it eased the pressure on Ryan Kellogg. It was a 1-0 ball game heading into the 7th inning. Wheel hits a grand slam to really open things up. Ryan loved it. He was dancing all around as he just did right there. And so that eased the pressure a little bit going into the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings.
The Bourne Braves still atop the Western Division, a huge victory tonight against the Chatham Anglers. Also, the Commodores fell to the Hyannis Harborhawks. So, James, that means big stuff for the Bourne Braves. 2-game lead over the Falmouth Commodores, and now they have the Wareham Gatemen twice. Good stuff to end the season.
Great stuff. And how about the Braves getting their 26th win of the season tonight? Ties a franchise record, and no one's even going to mention that. That just really puts into perspective what happened tonight. 26 wins, 1 away. Braves with a win through the next 2 games can be the best team ever in Bourne Braves history, but tie for the league or their franchise record in wins tonight. And no one's going to talk about that. It's just crazy.
No one's going to talk about the runs that the Bourne Braves had. They're all going to talk about Ryan Kellogg, who had a tremendous start, a complete game shutout. He spoke with Ginger Poulson.
Cool.
All right.
I'm here in Chatham after the Bourne Braves just defeated the Chatham Anglers to stay in first place in the league, but there was a whole lot more magic going on tonight. Ryan, entering this game, you knew it was going to be your last start for the Braves, and this is your second summer here. What was your mindset going into the game?
I just wanted to go out with a bang, wanted to pitch well. Being my last outing, I wanted to do well out here. Also had a lot of my family, host family, all of them out here. So just trying to go out with a show, I guess.
Well, a show it certainly was. 9 innings pitched, just 1 hit allowed, 10 strikeouts. Now, you're someone who's pitched a no-hitter before. When did you start realizing that this game might be something extra special?
Started to notice once you start going through the lineup the second time, you realize you've only had 1 guy on base and you turn the double play. So you start to notice that, and you try not to let it get to you too much. And you start thinking and trying to do too much on the mound. But probably noticed around the 5th inning, and then just tried to keep calm and try to get through it.
What was going through your mind during that? It's not a situation many pitchers are able to ever get to, but it's one you're getting familiar with, but definitely not one most people can even comprehend being in.
I'm not sure I'd say familiar, but definitely the emotions run high, and it's tough to comprehend what you're feeling out there. You're sort of trying to stay calm, even though the atmosphere in the ballpark is a little different energy out there. Everybody's rooting for you, but I don't know, it's tough to describe.
When you enter the bottom of the ninth and you've already retired 24 batters, what can you even be thinking?
3 more is pretty much the only way to put it. You're like, all right, I've gone this far, don't screw it up now. And got through the first 2, and then that last play tried to make it, but just couldn't get there.
Now that second out in the ninth inning, Mark Laird just made this fantastic catch. It kind of shows something about what's so special about the Cape League and how really you do get to become such close teammates with these guys. It's someone who was on the Bourne Braves team last year. What did that mean to you when he just absolutely laid out and made this ridiculous catch?
It was an incredible play, and guys being willing to sacrifice their bodies, I think it just pays a tribute to how close we've all come out here, and no regard for your body. You just sort of throw out there, and you're trying to help the team win and do whatever you can to help your teammates.
Now, your family was able to be here for your last start, as well as your host family, all the Braves organization. What's it like being able to share this moment with so many people that are so close to you?
It's incredible being able to share it with them. I wasn't able to share the no-hitter at Oregon State with them, so them being able to be here, witness it live, and just be able to see their reaction at the end makes it all worth it. I just want to thank them for an amazing 2 years. Enjoyed every minute of it, on the field, off the field. It's been a great experience, definitely one that I'm never going to forget, so I want to thank everybody in the Bourne Braves organization for that.
Well, there you guys have it. That's Ryan Kellogg, just 1 out away from a no-hitter, a fantastic final appearance for the Bourne Braves, and 2 years being the franchise for the Braves. Have a great night.
Hey, thanks so much, Ginger. And it's now time for our players of the game. I can only imagine what both of you have in store. Kerry, let's start with you. Who's your player of the game?
Tough choice tonight. I'm going to go Ryan Kellogg. After the 8 2/3 innings of no-hit ball, we can only list so many stats, describe the experience. Hopefully these highlights that we're showing help do it justice. Ryan Kellogg is the only choice tonight for a player of the game.
Well, you got Ryan Kellogg. James?
I'm going to take Ryan Kellogg. For 9 innings, I mean, you don't need to say anything at this point. Just incredible atmosphere. Just a really special night in the Cape League.
I'm just going to go with Ryan Kellogg once more. How about 3? 3 times the charm. So Ryan Kellogg is everybody's player of the game. And as always, to conclude Tomahawk Talk, James, your closing thoughts.
Well, you know, I had a little speech planned out, but, you know, it's just, what else can you say? I mean, Ryan Kellogg, 2 years here. I've been lucky enough to be here for both of them, and it's sad to see him leave, but, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better way to end his career here in Bourne other than maybe getting that last out, but just phenomenal. And I'm lost for words right now. I really don't know what else to say.
Well, you probably could forget the final score by the way Ryan Kellogg pitched tonight. 1 strike away from throwing a no-hitter. The final here from Veterans Field, 5-0. The Braves over the Anglers, still in first place with just 2 games remaining. For Kerry Crowley and James Nahikian, Sam Hyman, have a great night, everyone.
Go Braves!